Hello viewers, this is Geezer Lou again, and we're still going to do some scrapping. Now, I'm a Yogi Berra fan of philosophy who once famously said, if you come to a fork in the road, take it. So in my case, if opportunity knocks, I'm going to open the door. So all of a sudden, bam, 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 I've gotten the opportunity to do scrapping, and scrapping I'm doing. So I did a video earlier about my struggles to get this huge Milk Bossy cart into my car by myself, which I finally managed to do. Now I'm going to see if I can get it out without killing myself or mashing my foot. So here goes. I always tie things down very, very well because I don't want something to come off and injure some innocent person. By the way, I was asked once why I do so many videos, and my answer to that would be, I don't know how much longer I've got on the planet, so I'm going to do as many as I can. And I don't edit anything because I'm either too lazy or too intellectually challenged to figure out how to do it. And for those faithful viewers, you know who you are, the 2 or 3 of you, I'm sure you figured out which one of those 2 is the real thing. So here we go. I'm continuing to unwrap so I can pull out this cart. You notice I had to pad the window so I wouldn't break it. By the way, I finally learned how to use ratchet straps after years of screwing everything up. I finally figured it out with the help of a YouTube video. Thank you. When you have dyslexia, yeah, it's tough to figure stuff out many times. All right, get this stuff out of the way. Ow! Shit. Well, there's an example. There's an example. If there's blood, it's usually a successful day. So that cart shell fell forward on me and wacko, all it has to do is touch my skin. But so what? I'm undaunted. I will not let this stop me because I have Band-Aids. Lots of them. And paper towels, and I think I've got some, yeah, I've got some, what am I, yeah, and their lie said, no sting. Stuff stings like hell, but it's antiseptic, so I'm going to use it. soon as I get a paper towel, which I have somewhere. Getting a paper towel. I think. Yep. Got this. So at any rate, usually there's lots of blood, yeah. So we got to get ready for the spray, which is here. And, oh yeah, we got to get the Band-Aid ready. We got to get it on real quick before it starts re-bleeding. I'm going to be pretty adept at this because I have to do it so often. And you'll see I can leave part of this on. Don't want to touch the pad. Okay. Then I can spray the pad. Okay, there we go. And blot off the blood. Oh yeah, we got blood. Poor Judy. She always has a cow when this happens, but I'm used to it. All right, so now we're going to, what are we going to do? We're going to, oh yeah. I think we're going to finish sticking the Band-Aid on there. Yeah. Wait. Well, dang it. That's really stuck on there. Heck, I'm going to get another Band-Aid. I don't like this one. He said I don't like it. I think I got bigger bandages in there, but I don't think I'm going to need them. So let's see. We'll keep blotting. Yeah. Usually if you push the skin back over the same spot, it'll stop the bleeding for a little bit. Oh, and by the way, people have asked me, do I take blood thinners? Actually, I don't, except I do take 281 milligrams of aspirin a day, so perhaps that's considered a blood thinner. All right. Get this on here. I think we're making progress. And voila. We now have a, oops, better put another one on there. I've got a trash can handy. I always have that available. It helps to be prepared. I never was a Boy Scout, but I was a Cub Scout. Then I got kicked out. That's another story. When you've lived 86 years, you have a lot of stories, some of which are worth listening to, and others are not. All right, so we put this on here. There we go. Down there. There we go. All right, so that should keep me from bleeding all over the place till I finish my evolution. I didn't even get a chance to put my gloves on. Where are they anyway? Oh, here they are. There's one anyway. Oh, I see another one. You know, I tell people when I'm doing my workout videos, those who are really morbid might actually see a major health event. And if it happens, hey, I'm good. I want to go all at once, not dribbling off with all kinds of tubes and stuff in my hand and spending $1 million of taxpayers' money and dying anyway. So we're good if it happens all at once. So I'm going to see if I can pull this out without hurting myself. All easier coming out than going in, I think. What's this all about anyway? Wow. Keep pulling. By the way, this thing folds in half. We got that on here. Let me see. Let me go this way a little bit. This thing folds in half, so it takes up little space when it's not being used, if you know how to do it. All right, so let's see. Trying to get this off without killing myself. Yay! Now all I have to do is figure out how to stand it up. It's not going to be easy, folks. Let me see if I can figure something out. Ow. That was another owie, but I had a shirt on. All right, so let's see. I should be able to reset all these shelves. Let's see if I can do that. All right, something happened, I think. Let's see. Yeah. And I think I've got, all these tabs are bent, so that must be the way they're supposed to be, okay. Next. Goes in there. Goes in there to hold it. Ha! Making progress. Now what does that go into? There's no, that's weird. There's no lock point for this one, but it's got a, that's really weird. It's got a pin for the lock, but no place to lock it, so I won't worry about that one. All right, this one's got a pin to lock it. So this one's gonna keep flopping around, but I'm not gonna worry about it, I don't think. Maybe I should worry. I think I'll tape that in place so I can move the rest of it. Yeah, because of that. So let me get some tape here. Let's see, we got some. Always try to be prepared for everything. Like I said, as a Cub Scout, they taught me good stuff before I got bounced. By the way, that was when it was nothing but boys, not girls and boys. All right, let's see. Like this, all right. You ever see people use their teeth to cut tape? Hey, why bother when you got strong hands? All right. Lock this side down. By the way, it'll make it a lot easier for the poor person that comes to pick it up. Because the last time, a girl wanted it, I should say a lady wanted it for her daughter who was having a, what's she having? She was doing, I think she said a nursery, plant nursery, and poor woman, she was working with me and the dang thing fell forward and pinched the heck out of her fingers. So we don't want that to happen again. So we're going to tape these bad girls and bad boys up out of the way. Oops. We are, but we're going to do it a little differently here. All right. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to keep this from rolling forward when I try to stand it up, and I think I've got an idea that will work, and that is to put something here to block the wheels. All right, now we got to get this one locked in. I don't know if I mentioned this yet or not, but this is called a Milk Bossy, B-O-S-S-Y. And I think the purpose of it is to move cartons and milk for display in and out of a refrigerated unit in a supermarket, and then used for eggs too, I think. Caution. Latch. Hey, I should read the cautions once in a while. Let's see what the cautions say. That'd be interesting. Better late than never. Let me see. Get this out of the way. So let's see if I can read the cautions. Let's see. Caution. To secure a shelf, raise or lower shelf, push latch rod into latch bracket on side frame, pull latch rod out of latch bracket. Well, the latch bracket is smooth, so it's not much of a lock, and they don't have anything on the top one. Well, I suppose they do. At any rate, not much of a caution. So I am going to do my own cautions now, which is to see if I can stand this mother up. So let's see, what am I going to use as a backstop? Something that will cover both wheels. Got to go in here and look and see what I got. Well, nothing ideal, but I think I've got something I can use as soon as I get my gloves back on. As I always say, fast forward to all the boring parts, which means 90% of it will have fast forward, but that's okay. Alright. I think I have a backstop. I think this will do the job, hopefully. Might be a little higher, but let's try it. All right, so now I don't know how much this would weigh. I'm going to try and pick it up and stand it up. All right, stop there. Making progress. Yay! Ta-da! Okay. I might as well leave these on. I'm going to push this in here to the locker, and I'm going to close up the locker, go home, rest, relax, and post some videos. For those of you who like to watch, the one of two or two of you who have tremendous infinite patience, thank you, I appreciate it. And this is Geezer Lou saying, be the best person you can be.